Good morning, students. I believe you are set for today's class. I believe you are there with your pen and paper and your writing materials, your jotter, and your textbook. Please don't be distracted. Just follow me as we go. We are going to continue from where we stopped, which is algebraic expressions. My name remains the same, Ilesomitope Joseph. Okay, let's look at the lesson objectives. That is, after this lesson, you must be able to solve problems regarding directed algebraic terms. You must be able to carry out basic operations on substitution of numbers, and you must be able to carry out expansion of brackets. Let's have a recap of the last class. In the last class, we discussed about directed algebraic terms, where we look at the rules of division and the rules of multiplication. I believe you've done your assignment, and I believe you've solved questions. For further questions, feedbacks, you can reach me via the email address on the first screen. Now, let's move on to what we have for today. We'll be talking about substitution of algebraic terms. Substitution of algebraic terms. Don't allow any distractions. I'm saying it again. Just focus and learn. Now, this involves substituting numbers to algebraic expressions. By now, you should know what an algebraic expression is. Algebraic expression is any expression that contains alphabets, that contains letters. For example, if you have ax plus b, this is called an algebraic expression. Ax plus b is called an algebraic expression. And note that it can either be in the multiplication form, the division form, addition form, or subtraction form. All those things, they are what we've discussed then. If you have A multiplied by B, that is AB, stuff like that. Then we say all the basic operations can be carried out on any algebraic expressions. Yes, you can add together like this, but what we are going to do is how to substitute the values of the terms into the algebraic expressions. Okay? Let's look at some examples to illustrate what I've been saying under substitution. We have to find the values of 1, ax, b, ab, 3, abx. When a equals 2, b equals minus 4, and x equals minus 1. I repeat, we want to find the values of ax, ab, abx when a equals 2, b equals minus 4, and x equals minus 1. How do we do this? This is what we call the substitution of algebraic terms. Okay, let's look at the solution. We have ax. This is a. Ax simply means a multiplied by x. Then when a equals 2 and x equals minus 1, what is the value of ax? That is what we want to look at. What is a? A is 2. Then your x is what? Minus 1. So 2 by minus 1 will give us minus 2. That is that. Then the next one is AB. This is AB. When A equals 2, B equals minus 4. We just insert it. 2 multiplied by minus 4. And this will give us nothing but minus 8. Are you following? Okay. Now, we want to solve for ABX. Someone will say this one is complicated. Just take your pen, your paper, insert the value of A. which is 2, the value of b, which is minus 4, and the value of x, which is minus 1. Do that in less than 10 seconds. Okay? Okay, now let's have it on the screen. We have ABX. When A equals 2, then B equals minus 4, and X equals minus 1. So you just multiply. 2 multiplied by minus 4 will give you what? Minus 8. Then multiply by minus 1 will give you what? Plus 8. Because minus times minus will give you plus. Now let's look at another example. We are to find the value of x minus y all over x when x equals minus 3, y equals minus 12, x equals minus 2, y equals minus 1, x equals 1, and y equals 12. So we want to substitute those values. Question 1 is when x equals minus 3. Question 2, when x equals minus 2. Question 3, when x equals 1. Now let's look at the solution. Solution to question 1. This is the algebraic expression that we have. This is a combination of both subtraction and division. So x minus y over x. What is the value of your x? We have x to be minus 3 and y to be minus 12. Just put the values that we have there. Minus 3. Don't forget, this is minus. Minus. Your y is minus 12. All divided by minus what? 3. Now when you do that, minus times minus will give you what? Plus. And you are going to have minus 3. Okay, let me just write it here. Minus 3 plus 12 divided by minus 3. Now, minus 3 plus 12 is just like you writing 12 minus 3. And that will give us what? 9. 9 over minus 3. Now, in our last class, we discussed about directed algebraic terms. Directed algebraic terms, where we can divide algebraic terms that is carrying either an addition sign or a subtraction sign. Are you getting me now? So we can use that method to do this. This one is under division. So that will be 9 divided by 3, which is what? 3. And the minus sign will follow. Because there is no any number standing in its free state is carrying a positive sign. I told you. So that's why we have minus 3 there. Okay, the next part is to have x minus y over x. Now, when x equals minus 2, let's put it minus 2 and y equals minus 1. All divided by what? Minus 2. Okay, if you do this, minus 2, open this bracket, this will be plus 1 divided by what? Minus 2. And this will give you minus 2 plus 1. By now, you should be able to know this. That should be minus what? Minus 1 divided by what? Minus 2. Now, minus minus, laws of division, to give you plus 1 over 2. Hope it's clear. Okay, let's move to the next slide. We have x minus y divided by x. Now, when x equals 1, y equals 2, what is your value of x minus y divided by x? Do that in less than 10 seconds. Okay, now if you've done that, this is what you are going to have. This is what you are going to have. Put in the value of your x. Your x is 1 and your y is what? 2. That will be 1 minus 2 all divided by what? 1. Now, what is 1 minus 2? That is minus 1 divided by 1. And your answer will be what? Minus 1. Answer. Are you clear? Now, we are moving on to the next part of this lesson. I believe you are enjoying yourself and I believe you are following. True? True. Please do. The next part is expansion of brackets. Expansion of brackets. In one way or the other, we've come across something like this. When we say expand or remove the bracket, and you are asked to remove the bracket A into C plus D. You can expand this bracket by multiplying, A is outside, it will multiply every other term inside the bracket. And what are the terms inside the bracket? C and D. So this will just be AC plus AD. So this is how to remove bracket. Then to expand bracket means when you are having two brackets and there are terms inside the bracket. You are having two brackets with terms inside the bracket. How do you expand? That is the question. Now, with the example, we're going to see what I'm trying to explain now. Okay, let's look at this example. We have that we are to find the area of a rectangle of length A plus B centimeters and breadth C plus D centimeters respectively. Let's draw out our rectangle. Don't mind my hand though, don't mind my drawing. Okay, now we have the length to be A plus B. Don't forget is in centimeters. If I did not put it, you know. Now C plus D. Here is the breadth and here is the length. Now, we want to find the area of a rectangle. Who can tell me what is the area of a rectangle? You've done plane shape in your prelim class, GSS1. So you can tell me boldly the area of a rectangle. Okay? The area of a rectangle, instead of writing rectangle, I'll just use this. It is nothing but length times breadth. Yes or no? Yes. Now, what is your length? A plus B. Then multiply by C plus D. We want to use this to explain expansion of bracket, how to expand brackets. Now, this is how it works. The first term here, multiply the whole term in the other bracket. Then the other term here, multiply every other term in the other bracket also. What are we saying? We have A multiplied by C plus D. Now, the sign will follow plus B into C plus D. Are you seeing it? Okay. Now, I'm going to do the final solving here so you can cross-check through your note. A multiplied by C will give us AC plus A multiplied by D will give us AD plus B multiplied by C will give us BC. Then B multiplied by D will give us BD. This is the final answer. Please don't be confused. It's in centimeter square units. So that is the unit because we are dealing with area. Now, let's look at some other examples. Remove the brackets of the following: 2 into bracket A plus B, 3 into X plus Y, 3Y, B minus C, 3P, 2P minus 3X, 7P, P minus Y, P. Okay, let's look at the solution of the first question. This one is very simple. It's just 2 multiplied by A plus 2 multiplied by b. And 2 multiplied by a will give you 2a plus 2b. Answer. The next one, the same thing follows. I will not solve this. You solve it yourself. Follow the first example, this one, and use it to solve that. Okay, I just give you 5 seconds to do that. 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 Okay? If you are there alongside with me, what we have will be 3 multiplied by x plus 3 multiplied by y. Then that will be 3x plus 3y. If you have this in your note before I doing it, and you got this as the right answer, give yourself a thumbs up. Okay, that is nice. Yeah. The next one is 3y into b minus c. The same steps follow. That will be 3y multiplied by b minus 3y multiplied by c. And this will be 3yb minus 3yc. That is the final answer. Okay. Now, the next one follows the same process. That will be 3p multiplied by 2p minus 3p multiplied by 3x. Do you see the way I'm doing mine? So 3 multiplied by 2, that will be 6. P multiplied by p will be p squared minus 3 multiplied by 3, that will be 9. Then p x. That is your answer. Now the next one, you can do this one in either two ways. In two ways. Firstly, you can distribute the first over and later finish it up. Okay? And you can do it the other way around also as well. What do I mean by that? I can firstly multiply 7p. Then I open the brackets with p, this p outside. That will be p multiplied by p. That will give me p squared minus p multiplied by yp. That will be minus yp. Then I will open the bracket again with 7p. 7p multiplied by p squared will give me 7p cubed minus 7p squared y. Because p will multiply p, and that will be p squared, then with y. Answer. Or you can do it in the other way around, like this. Distribute 7p over. That will be 7p multiplied by p. That will be 7p squared. Then multiply by y. That will be 7p y. Then multiply by p. So this will give you 7p cubed minus 7p squared y. Okay, either way round. Now, the next example, we want to talk about expansion. The ones that we did earlier on was removal of brackets, but this next one is about expansion. That is, we expand and then simplify. We expand and then simplify. Okay, how do we go about this? Let's look at the way it is done. Now, the first term here must multiply every other term inside this bracket, and the next term also must do the same thing. 6x into 2x plus 5. Now, there's a negative sign attached to this 5. The negative sign will be outside, and you have 5 into 2x plus 5. So we now open the bracket now. So when you do that, 6 multiplied by 2 will give us what? 12. Then x multiplied by x will give us x squared. Then 6x multiplied by 5 will give us plus 30x. Then minus 5 multiplied by 2x will give us minus 10x. Then minus 5 multiplied by plus 5 will give us minus 25. Then you collect the like terms. Don't add x squared and x together. They are not the same thing. No. This one is a power of 2. This ones and this, they are powers of 1. So they're not the same thing. But you can only add the same powers together. Because this one is having the power of 1. That's why we can add or subtract. So this will be 12x squared. This will be plus 30 minus this. That will be 20x minus 25. And that is the final answer. So the next question, same thing, just as we did in the first example, we're going to repeat the same thing for this next example again. Each term here must multiply each term inside this bracket. So we have a into a minus c, then plus b into a minus c. Are you following? Now, a multiplied by a will give us a squared minus a multiplied by c, that will be ac, plus ba minus bc. That's all. As simple as it is. As simple as it is. Okay? Now, the last, I think this should be the last question, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. That is the last question on that. Now, we want to expand this. I don't know, maybe you can just try this inside your notes. Pick your pen, your jotter. Expand 4x minus 3y. Then 3x plus 4y. And let's see what your result will be. Okay, do that in less than 15 seconds. Okay. I think some might be confused, but don't be confused. It's very, very simple. Okay, let's just follow. If you don't understand or if you can't attempt it, but just follow as I do. 4x multiplied by 3x plus 4y. Then minus 3y. 3x plus 4y. Now you now expand 4x multiplied by 3x. That will be 12x squared. Then 4x multiplied by 4y. That will be plus 16xy. You are done with this now. Now you pick this one again. Minus 3y multiplied by 3x rather. That will be minus 9. Either you write ys or you write xy. It's the same thing. Then minus 3y multiplied by 4y. That will be minus 12y squared. And this will give us nothing but 12x squared. Now, this and this, they are the same thing. So you can subtract or you can add. So this will give us 7xy minus 12y squared. That will be your final answer. Okay. Now, here we go. These are some exercises to test maybe you understand what I've been saying since. Do well to attempt them and get back to me via the email address on the first screen. Thank you very much and God bless.